After the nail biter that was our week 1 battle, your Eon Guardians are looking to keep the streak going in SPDA Ubers going into week 2. This week, we face the Libertyville Lopunnys and Coach Skylar. They have a very threatening team into us. They and for their first pick, they went for Magirna, and following up, they went Cinderace, Dragapult, Galarian Slowking, Fortress, Terra Keldeo, Wo-Chien, Terra Chinchino, Orthworm, and Dondozo. What can I say? 2 weeks in a row where we have to face probably one of the best Iron Valiant checks in the game. This week, it being Glowking. Uh, they have a very threatening team. The top three of Magirna, Cinderace, and Dragapult is very threatening into most teams, including mine. Magirna, very strong wall breaker, could be a sweeper too, could snowball very easily. Cinderace very fast, very powerful with his Pyro Ball spam and U-turn spam. And then Dragapult is Dragapult, best Mon in the draft format for a reason. Very fast, very threatening, very versatile. But also Terra Keldeo is something my team does not switch into at all. In this matchup, I think it should be Terra Electric and it should be Specs because that either OHKOs or 2-hit KOs almost my entire team. But I think I have a team that can win, and let's go through it. Starting off, it's an Ubers League. We bring our Uber to each battle. And I am bringing a Choice Scarf Mewtwo with 88 HP, 252 attack, 168 speed, and a timid nature. Move-wise, it's rocking Psystrike, Flamethrower, Dark Pulse, and Trick. While this doesn't look like the best offensive Mewtwo matchup with a Magirna, Fortress, Orthworm, and Wo-Chien roaming around, it's a really good revenge killer. And Psystrike, Flamethrower, Dark Pulse hits a lot of their team very, very strongly. Flamethrower there for the Magirna, for the Fortress, for the Wo-Chien, for the Orthworm. Psystrike, good stab. It hits a lot of their team neutrally, very hard. And Dark Pulse is good for the Glowking and the Dragapult. Trick is there for, say, Dragapult wants to get a little spicy and wants to start Dragon Dancing on me. I can trick the Choice Scarf up and stop that, or I can trick it to a Magirna and stop any sort of setup with that. Because I think a Trick or a Magirna is also pretty scary into me. So my next mod I'm going to be bringing is going to be my Iron Valiant. It is 196 special attack, 64 special defense, 248 speed, and a naive nature with the booster energy, and this is booster speed. Running Moonblast, Aura Sphere, Thunderbolt, and Knockoff. Ironically, the exact same 4 moves as my week 1 battle, just different EV spread. Iron Valiant here is another really strong Revenger. It can be a really good breaker here. Booster speed allows me to outspeed a non-boosted Dragapult, and then even a +1 speed Chinchino, outspeeds a Scarf Keldeo, and it outspeeds a non-Scarf or boosted Cinderace. Moonblast, very strong. Aura Sphere, very strong into this. Thunderbolt's there. My special attack investment is very strong. It allows me to 2-hit the most Donzozo sets. And then Knockoff, I'm naive, so I get max power to Knockoff for Glowking, if that comes in on my Valiant. So for my third mon, I'm bringing my Ursaluna. Now, Ursaluna is going to be my stopgap to a lot of these threats. This week it is going to be Terra Steel and Bulletproof. What this allows it to do, with the Assault Vest especially, is Terra Steel allows it to basically wall Magirna's stabs. And then Bulletproof plus Terra Steel makes me immune to Dragapult's Shadow Ball and resist Draco Meteor, which is further bolstered by the Assault Vest it's holding this week. And then Bulletproof also blocks a Pyro Ball from Cinderace, which really helps out with me being able to be Steel. And then Bulletproof also blocks Glowking's Sludge Bomb pre-Terra, because once I Terra Steel, I'm immune anyways. And then I also resist its Psychic Stab if it wants to do that. We are running Earthquake, Fire Punch, Drain Punch, and Seed Bomb as its moves with 248 HP, 72 attack, and 188 special defense. Very specially bulky this week. Really scared of Magearna and Dragapult just going wild. This can also be like a one-time stopgap to the Keldeo if I need it to be, especially if it specs into a water move and not a fighting move. Earthquake very strong in the majority of their team. Fire Punch is good for the Wo-Chien and the Fortress and the Orthworm. Seed Bomb is really only there for the Dondozo as an emergency click into it. But yeah, the fourth mon I will be bringing is my Hisuian Samurai, which is going to be its league debut. This is another Choice Scarf for another very strong Revenger in this match, with Razor Cell, Ceaseless Edge, Knockoff, and Flip Turn. 48 HP, 252 attack, 4 special defense, 204 speed, and Jolly. This allows me to outspeed a non-boosted Dragapult with Scarf and revenge it. Once Fortress and Cinccino go down, there's no hazard removal on this team, so Ceaseless Edge and the Spikes can go very well for me, but I have to be very careful with when I get them up, because Cinderace can come in and court change them onto my side, which is very nerve-wracking at times. But a nice strong Revenger, especially into that Dragapult, into that Cinderace, into that Glow King. It gives me a nice scarfed momentum, getting out of rough matchups very quickly if I need it to. And yeah, the fifth mon I will be bringing is my Skeledirge, with it's going to be rocking Boots, Torch Song, Shadow Ball, Alluring Voice, and Slack Off. And then it has 248 HPs, 80 defense, and 180 special defense with a Calm Nature. Gives me another secondary check to the Cinderace and Magearna, allowing me to also to be immune to a Fortress's Body Press and being able to hit it very strongly with a Torch Song. Similar idea to Orthworm. This is kind of just like a I need this to check something now button. If say my Ursaluna isn't terra'd yet, and Magearna comes in, and so now my Ursaluna doesn't check the Magearna because it hasn't terra'd. So this is like that. This thing can take a Spec Shadow Ball from a Dragapult and Shadow Ball it back. Alluring Voice is there to confuse any random setup mons. Like if Keldeo wants to get fancy, if it's like a 1v1 situation, Keldeo starts getting fancy with like a Calm Mind, I can Alluring Voice that and confuse it, or Dragon Dance, Dragapult. And yeah, so my 6 mon I'm going to be bringing is going to be an Assault Vest Tentacruel. Like I said earlier, Terra Electric specs Keldeo does numbers to my team. And this is the only real switching I have to it, and even then it's very iffy. Running 248 HP, 116 defense, 144 special defense, and Calm Nature, with Surf, Sludge Bomb, Rapid Spin, and Flip Turn. Like I said, this is really here for that Keldeo. It also does resist both of Magearna's stabs, but that's not its job here. If I can whittle Keldeo down or make it so it can't do much, great. This thing can also be another Magearna check, but it also can check another Dragapult variant, special Dragapult variants. And yeah, so those are my 6 for the battle, and I'll be right back with said battle. Alright, and we're here with the battle. Let's see what they brought. They brought the Wo, Chen, Cinccino, Cinderace, no Magearna! Really? That's surprising to me. Keldeo is gonna be a bitch to fight. Terra Fairy Cinccino and Terra Electric Keldeo. Yes, Terra Electric is like the main set I was afraid of. What do I want to lead? If I lead my Samurott into Dragapult, I do kind of want to lead this. Maybe get a knock or a ceaseless or a flip turn off turn 1. So let's see. They could very easily lead Keldeo. If they lead Keldeo, I have to scout the Scarf.
Fortress is the other lead I was expecting. So I don't do enough to Fortress to say what I want. So I'm gonna flip turn out. So it is helmet. I had expected helmet. That's good to know. That breaks sturdy. I'm gonna go into Skeledirge. If you click Volt Switch, then that should be fine. They click Lunge. That's my attack, so it's not a huge issue for me. I think you're gonna switch. Well, here, where is my Dirge? I could Shadow Ball, expecting the switch into Pult. But if you are a Specs, I would live from here, I think. Unless your Specs modest. I would. So I'm just gonna Torch Song here, see what they got into. I really wanted to Shadow Ball or Alluring Voice, I'm not gonna lie. Cinderace, okay. This will tell me a lot about this Cinderace. Yeah, it just looks like it might have some HP invest in that. What does Cinderace get that can, like, threaten me? Get Sucker. Doesn't really get any ground moves. I think it could just U-turn out. Let me see. So I'm at +1 special attack now. So I'm going to Shadow Ball and get some chip off on something. So he does Sucker, which does a lot to me. God damn. Does some good chip. I'm going to slack off now. So Sucker, you are Libero with Sucker. So you're going to switch, so I get my slack off. That is going to be the Keldeo, I assume? That is absolutely the Keldeo. This thing could easily be Specs. And if I'm Specs, I just drop. So I think Terra Electric does come out here. But my only real play is to go into my Tentacruel. This will tell me what set it decides to be. So I am full health. Do flip turn out. 363 to 334. Keldeo, or my Tentacruel, does 8%. So that is timid. I mean, that should have been obvious to begin with. Dragapult comes out. I haven't gotten my Terra off yet, so this is kind of scary. Do I live a Specs Dragapult hit? Oh, I easily live a Specs Dragapult hit, almost like Thunderbolt. And I still easily live that, it only does like 36%. So you're gonna be Wisp, so you're not Specs. So a Boots pivot, probably. Do I kill with Mewtwo at this point? If I go Valiant, Fortress is very free. So I'm gonna go into, no, you could be Culver, you could be Roselli. So I'm actually gonna go into my Samurott here. And I think I'm gonna click Knockoff. I think they should scout for Scarf here. They don't. They are Culver, so I was right. And I get disabled. That's unfortunate. Are you gonna Willow? I'm gonna U-turn. There's a lot to me. So we knew you were Culver and you are Cursed Body. Which means... Are you gonna tidy up on me here? I mean, I'm going right into Dirge. That reveals that I am scarfed on this thing. Let's see if you decide to Terra here. You do tidy up. Let's go. I'm just gonna Torch Song here. You do click Knock, which is fine because I can Torch Song and then slack off this turn. So you have Willow and U-turn on this thing. You're Rock Blast. Ooh. Is that gonna kill me? That is absolutely gonna kill me. Okay. Interesting to see. Chino kills Skeledirge with Rock Blast. So this is scary. This kind of forces me into my Valiant, I think. No. Do I kill Flamethrower at this range? I do. Or I should. I'm gonna click Flamethrower here. This should kill, right? Yeah. So Mewtwo picks up a kill. Mewtwo kills Shinshino with Flamethrower. This can allow Keldeo in pretty freely. If Wo-Chien comes out, how much am I doing with a Flamethrower? Not enough for it to be worth, I don't think. Cinderace is coming out. U-turn could come out here. A Pyro Ball could also come out here, so I'm gonna go into my Ursaluna here. Just gonna cook Sucker, so you are now a Dark type. No, I don't think it works like that. I think an Earthquake is possible, or a switch into Wo-Chien could happen here. So, if you're a pivot, And I am Ursaluna. How much is Drain Punch doing to you? Not enough, but if Wo Chien comes out... I'm gonna Earthquake. I think you're gonna switch. Yeah. I think Wo Chien just comes out here. Yeah. This will tell me kind of what set this thing is. Is that special defensive Ocheon? I don't think so. It could just be physically defensive. Is it worth losing my AV at this point? I think it is. And I want to click Drain Punch. It's gonna get Reflect. This is a Screens of OGM. This thing is faster than me. Which, yeah, that's fair. So you're gonna get another screen up, so I'm gonna go into this. Geez, this is probably Light Clay in my, if I have to guess them. So light screen is up. I'm clicking Sludge Bomb. I think a switch into Fortress is likely, but I can flip turn it out if that's the case. Yeah, so here comes Fortress. Fortress had Lunge, I believe. Yeah, so this is kind of bad for me, I'm not gonna lie. Didn't see Fire Punch on this, but if Lunge comes out, then I'm in trouble. Does Fire Punch kill with the Reflect up? It doesn't even get close. Does, how much does Mewtwo take from us? It takes a lot. And it doesn't guarantee the kill either. EQ comes out to 395 from 395. So it did 15% with Earthquake. That's a 0 attack on that thing. I'm just gonna click Fire Punch. Get this thing chipped down. That did so little. But I get the burn, which is actually really nice for me. Okay, so here comes the Lunge. Lowering my attack. I'm gonna Earthquake. I don't want to take more Helmet Chip on this thing. And I want this thing to keep getting chipped with fire, with the thing. So I'm going to go back into this now, because I resist the bug attack. They also switched, what did they switch into? Wo-Chien? Pult. Alright. So I'm going to flip turn out again. the screens. Yeah, so it is a light clay Wochian. Let's see what you click. You are Hex. So are you trying to Hex Willow? Probably Draco or DD, if I had to guess. So Reflect is going to wear off here. Does Dragapult die still to a Moonblast? It will. Then Fortress can come in. What have I seen out of Fortress? I've seen Lunge and Earthquake. I'm going to go into this now. There goes the Reflect. I'm just going to click Moonblast. Yep, so I get the kill here off of Pult. So Iron, and I get Cursed Bodied again into kills Dragapult with Moon Blast. Light String goes down now though. Wochian can come in. Do I want to knock off or do I want to Aura Sphere this? I think 2 Aura Spheres does still kill this. It will, I think, even after if a Light String goes up. It should, but it might not. It'd be great if it did. It doesn't, so it's going to get both of its screens up again for another 8 turns, unfortunately. So Iron Valiant's going to get another kill. Kills Wochian with Aura Sphere. Alright, so Moonblast is no longer disabled, which is nice. But Fortress can come in. Cinderace can also come in. Do I need the speed boost on this thing still? I don't really need the speed boost on this, so I think I can save this and just go into my Ursaluna. I think Gunk Shot might come out. Pyro Ball, so this is going to reveal Bulletproof. So if it's Will-O-Wisp, you can freely go for it. They can freely go for it. And I'm just going to click EQ here. They're going to switch. Probably into Keldeo if I had to guess. Fortress, yeah, it makes sense. The longer this thing stays on the field, the longer the screens get chipped down. I believe, was that the 3rd turn of light screen? 3 out of 8, yeah. So I'm going to Earthquake again here. Fortress will go down here. Yep. Ursaluna kills Fortress with Earth. Cinderace is going to come out. Are you choice locked, Cinderace? I think you are. I'm going to high jump kick. So yeah, okay. Cinderace kills Ursaluna with HJK. So you might be choiced then. Even so, Cinderace, you are now fighting. Mewtwo, Psystrike should always kill this now. even with light screen up. And Scythe Strike is a free click because it hits both of these things super effectively. Yep, so Mewtwo picks up another. Mewtwo kills Cinderace with Scythe Strike. So even if Keldeo could be Boots too, honestly. If you're not Specs, I always live this, and you don't have Light Screen anymore. So here comes the Terra. I 2-hit KO you always. So you're not Scarf. Or you could be Scarf. I'm always faster. Surf. There goes Reflect. I mean, I win at this point. Surf took me down from full to 92. That's gotta be Specs. Oh yeah, Super Specs. So you don't outspeed me, and I win. Mewtwo picking off ending the game 2 weeks in a row. It's just incredible for me. GG's to my opponent. Really tough team for me to play around and build for. I hope they do well the rest of the season. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next week for week 3.